Thank you so much. Now, let's go to Harizet. You pick a question, you read it out, and you answer.
Hi everyone. My question is what advice would you give to other young girls or women who may be struggling with MHM or SRHR issues? As for me, this is not a big deal again because just my examples, because I've been attending this project, just my example will always at least they'll copy from me because this is not a big deal. As my colleague said here, freedom to education of this SRHR is like freedom to express yourself and even the education. So I'll since I've been attending this project, I'll always advise as I gather anywhere with my fellow women or girls, I'll always advise them not to be like afraid of anything or expression. Thank you.
So, if you meet a young girl who is struggling with her menstrual hygiene, what are some of the things that you would tell her? How will you tell her to manage herself during her menstruation?
As for me, I will tell her to always change like 4 3 4 times a day, change your pad and then bathe at least twice a day. And then now you always dispose it very well, and for the reusable parts you always wash them, then dry it under the sun, and then I'll make sure you wash it with clean water. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harizet. Let's now move over to Precious. Precious is going to take a question. She's going to read it out and she'll answer.
Hi, my question is what advice would you give to other young girls or women who may be struggling with menstrual hygiene management or sexual reproductive health rights issues? As for me, my advice for them, especially to those people who don't have any idea about this menstrual hygiene management. I know there are some of these young girls in my community or even in school they are still ignorant about this menstrual hygiene management. So as for me, I will give them the advice. I've been giving them the advice that this menstrual hygiene management is all about taking care of themselves when it comes to menstruation. So when they are menstruating, they make sure they keep themselves clean. And for sexual reproductive health rights, they have the right to express themselves when it comes to sexuality. That is, they have to express their minds. Like there are some people who don't feel like they can express themselves to some other person, like an elderly person. They cannot talk about this sexual reproductive health rights. Maybe it's because they are ashamed. Since I started attending this project, I've learned a lot from them, and I'm able to stand and talk freely and advise some of the girls who are ignorant about this and tell them that this sexual reproductive health rights and menstrual hygiene management is part of their life and has a very big role to play in their when it comes to their health. So when they take care of themselves when it comes to menstruation, they are going to be healthy and they will not inhale diseases. If you are dirty, that means if you don't take regular cleanup when you are menstruating, you can inhale some of the diseases. So my advice to them would be that they have to be clean, and this menstrual hygiene management is is something that they have to be very curious about it. Yes, because it may lead to a future disturbance in their life if they don't take care of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Precious. That was very interesting. And right now, I think we're going to be picking some questions. I think that will be the last session of us picking questions. And I'm going to begin this time around with Amirin.
Here comes the next question. What message will you have to share with other young girls and women or with community leaders and the police and policy makers about the importance of menstrual hygiene management and the sexual reproductive health rights? What message? As for me, the message I will have to share about the menstrual hygiene management and the sexual reproductive health right is that for the policy maker, if this is well known to them and they know about it well, they might be able to empower programs like this. They may be able to like fund them empower them so that they will be able to like help us who are vulnerable about our menstruation. So that's what I will share them. I will tell them or share with them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So right now, Lina, please take another question.
Then the next one for me is, what challenges do you still face in practicing good menstrual hygiene management, and how do you overcome them? Now, as for me, I can say the problems I face is that I'm still a student. Now, take like to do effective cleanup during your period, you really need time. Then a lot during classes, let's just say the maximum amount of time you need to be with your pad on is 4 to 6 hours. Now, if you are to do the regular cleaning, like you might miss some minutes in the lectures, which might be very important. So now it's now on how to minimize my time, on how to use it to the fullest, and how to be able to properly manage them. Then a lot at home now, you also have now water crisis in our community, in our area. So now we need now let's say proper taps should be also provided for us to have more access to water, then also manage our resources well around us. In fact, especially me, manage my resources well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lina. That was an interesting answer. I hope our project coordinator is taking note of all of that. So now let's go back to Harizet.
The second question I have here is, can you share a personal experience or challenge you faced related to menstrual hygiene management or sexual sexual reproductive health rights before